me again, the Rock Doctor, coming at you live with another installment of Must Know Rock Guitar Moves. This is volume number 22. So what in the hell was all that stuff I was playing today? What was that crap, right? Okay, well, first off, let me point this out. I'm in the key of G, and I'm using my G major / E minor backing track. It's on my channel on the playlist, backing track playlist, blah, blah, blah. And so let me talk about that first, the chord progression itself. Okay, that was the first section of that backing track, and I looped it. All right, here it comes, guys, the giant, gargantuan, dry erase board from hell. Okay, look, right down here. So, the first little bit is, you see that right there? That's 2 measures of G. And I have a lick for that. It's an important lick. And then I have the same lick played for a D chord in a different spot. There's 2 measures there. So all these phrases are 2 measures long, as usual. Okay, the tail end of that progression is 2 measures of A minor. And I'm using a lick there that resolves on a chord tone of A minor. I resolved it to an A. Then I had a measure of C and a measure of D, and I played the same exact lick as the A minor one, but I resolved it to a chord tone of D. I ended it on a D note. What else? Let me go back to this one here. I've got a very widely used, iconic, major pentatonic lick that traverses the fingerboard. Some people call it the chair lick. Man, whatever. There's a lot of names for it, but anyway, and it starts out on a G note. We'll talk about it in a minute. And I took the same lick and moved it over to a different string, and it starts on a D note. Same exact lick. And they're both 2 measure licks. All right. Now, let's look at this chart some more. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I hope the chart doesn't fall over. Oh, God. I got it held onto my music stand with Velcro, and it's gigantic. Okay, take a look. Look at this. See that shape? That green dot right there with the black center, see it? That's a G note. And this happens all over the fingerboard, but this could be, let's say it was the 3rd fret. Take a look. See, you go up a whole step, boom, hit that guy, another whole step, boom, go to the next string. That, I guess, would be the 5th fret, pow, 7th fret, pow, and you finish up right here, and that's a G note. I forgot to put the black dot on it. Oh, shit! But there's the lick. You see, I've used all green dots for that. Also, look at the big chart here. See, there it is. Look, it's all over. Then on the A string, look, it happens over here. You see how I outlined it so you can see it. Now let's move it over here. The way I've got my chart drawn, I didn't have enough room to put 6 strings. So look, that's the D string. See it? There's the G note, same shape until you get here because of the offset on the strings. But it's the same thing. Well, actually, that's the G note over here. But you see my point. To use this lick, which I'll play in a minute, you just find the root note for the chord that you want to apply it over. So if the chord is G, you find a G note. If the chord's D, you find a D note. I didn't have enough. I wasn't smart enough, to come up with one that reflected both. It'd be too complicated to draw all that on here, so I just did the G ones. Okay, so now to get this out of the way. Take a good look at it, though. Maybe take a screenshot of it if you want, because I don't have any fancy software to do this for me. I got to draw it, so hey, but it works. All right, let me move it out of the way. Hopefully it doesn't fall down. If it does, so be it. All right, so talking about the lick, I actually played the 2 licks, the big pentatonic lick there, in 3 different places. So I looped the chord progression around 3 times. So here's the first one. I use the G on the low E string 3rd fret. Here's the lick. It starts on a G note and ends on a G note. So let's look at it real quick. And don't forget to follow along with the tab. I'll talk you through it, but it makes the video so long. And it is what it is. So, all right, so on the low E string, I played the 3rd fret G note. Then I stayed there and I slid from 3 to 5. Then I went next door to the D string and I hammered from 5 to 7. And I finished up on the D string 5, a G note. And again, it's a 2-bar phrase. Most of them are. Here's the counting on that, the rhythm of it. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do it for the D chord now. The D chord, I decided to stay in that general area when I did that low one, just cause. And there's a D note on the A string, 5th fret, so here's a lick again. Same exact thing. See it? So I started on 5 on the D. Then after that, I slid on the, I should say, I started on 5 on the A string, which is a D note. Then I stayed there and I slid from 7 to 9. Then I went over to the D string and hammered from 7 to 9. And finished on the G string, 7. So you got this. Same rhythmic notation and everything. Okay. Then the second go around, I moved up and found the same 2 root notes. The first one's here on the A string. This is for the G chord. This is the G note, 10th fret. So there's that one. I won't talk you through that one. Then I wanted to do the D one, and it's right here, look, on the 12th fret of the D string. There's a little offset there at the end because of the tuning. You can figure it out. The third time I went and did it over here, I started on the 5th fret of the D string, which is our G note. And for the D, I went to the G string. I found the D note on the 7th fret of the G string. All the same. Whoops. So there's that. So that covers the 2 measures of G and the 2 measures of D. Now the second half of the progression is 2 measures of A minor, and I have a lick for that, which was this. It's a modification of one of my essential licks, which really aren't mine. Essential lick number 2, more or less. It was this. All 8th notes. There it is. So what did I do there? I'm up in the 12th position, and I'm playing G major pentatonic in the home position, which is also E minor. And I did this. On the high string, I pulled off from 15 to 12. Did the same thing on the B string, 15, pulled off to 12. Then I went to the G string and bent up a whole step, the 14th fret, and released it. Pulled it off to 12, and ended up on an A note, which is the root note for the chord underneath. A minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now, for the final 2 measures where I go from C to D, I played the same lick again. It still works. You just got to end it on the right note. And I resolved it on a D note, which is the last chord in the progression. So here it is, look. And there it was. Okay. What else can I say about it? So, in a nutshell then, this major pentatonic lick, you can use it for any major chord. You just have to find the root note, and that's the starting point for the lick. And it started and ended on a chord tone. So you got a safe note in the beginning and a chord tone safe note at the end. The pentatonic lick for the second half, again, same deal there. I ended on a chord tone of the chord that's underneath. You gotta know that if you don't want to sound like a dummy. So, okay, I guess that's it. It's me, the Rock Doctor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, order me a pizza, find me a bass player. And I guess that's it. I love you. I'm out of here. Bye.